Mai, and we're here for the Nomad Summit, which is Saturday, January 20, and this is the fourth Nomad Summit that's ever run in Chiang Mai, and it's day 4 for Beach City Asia. So I have with me Kyle Brereton. How you going, Kyle?
Yeah, good, thanks to you, Chris. How are you?
I'm great, mate. So, getting any sound, there we go. Very good. Kyle, you're from Adelaide, Australia.
That's right.
And you're a cycling nomad. What's that all about?
Yeah, that's right. I decided that I wanted to travel the world, but take it slow. And I enjoy cycling, and I thought I can bring my bike with me wherever I go. So most of the international flights will let you just pack it into a box. I chuck my clothes in the box with the bike as long as it's under 30 kilos. It's free. So what I did is I packed all my bike up with my girlfriend. She packed hers up. And we took off, and our first stop was Thailand, where we did Phuket to Bangkok in a month. You know, not huge days, but really enjoyable, taking it slow. The best thing about it is you get to catch up with the locals and get up close and personal with them. And it's really funny, it's like you're a celebrity when you go through these small towns. They're out on the road, they're waving to you, they're yelling hello. It's like they know you're coming. So it's really nice, heartwarming, they're very nice people. So you get to see a lot of the places that you don't see when you're on a tour bus, and that's what we love about it.
So how are you paying your way? Is it savings, or is it you're earning some bucks doing some work on the way?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of clients. I own a social media marketing company where I do photography and social media marketing. I've got a couple of clients back in Australia, and I post for them about 2 or 3 times a week, do their social media for them, and that brings down a little bit of income, but you know, we live very frugally. On a bike, you save a lot of money with transport costs, and then obviously in places like Thailand and that, food is super cheap and accommodation is cheap. So you know, that's how we get around living a life with you know, not a huge income, but enough to keep us going.
Yep. So are you slotting any savings away? Is there any left over for savings, or is it pretty much lean and mean, all sucked up in day-to-day life?
It really depends on where we are and what we want to do, but most of the time I can put a few bit of savings away, a few dollars away each week. You know, so it really depends on what activities we want to do, but most of the time we can put a bit away during the week, which is nice.
So is that the long-term plan, to keep doing this and maybe build up your social media business along the way, or have you got some plans to maybe mix it up?
Yeah, that's right. What I want to do is build my social media marketing company up, so there is more income, and then, like you say, I can put more away and you know, do more activities or go to different places that may be more expensive than Thailand. So that's the idea. I'm working with clients, you know, on Upwork and that sort of stuff as well, to try and get some more income. So the aim isn't to just sit where I am and pedal around. It is actually some work on the business as I'm cycling around. So you know, there's no reason why you can't do both. Sometimes if you're cycling from A to B and you are cycling every single day, that can be exhausting, and it means that you don't get that much work on the business done. So that's why I'm here at the moment in Chiang Mai for 2 months, is to work on getting more clients, and most of them are going to be based in Australia, but that just makes it easier for me as far as taxes and all that go. And so yeah, that's why I'm here now, and then once I'm happy with that, that's when I can move on to the next spot or do more travelling.
Fantastic. So how do you find the time difference doing client work and the fact that you're just mentioning, if you're pedaling all the time, when are you finding time for that? Is it pretty much ride, oh crap, I've got a meeting right now, stop, get out the laptop, have the meeting, and then get back on the bike and keep going? Is that how it goes? Or?
Yeah, something like that. I guess because the SIM cards is cheap here, I've got unlimited data, so I can do all my Instagram stuff on the bike if I wanted to. But I set it up at the start of each month.
What do you mean by do all your Instagram stuff? Do you mean while you're pedaling, you're pushing buttons?
I do. I post for other companies while I'm pedaling. Why not?
Okay.
Look, I set it all up beforehand, and that way that I can, you know, post on the fly if I need to. But generally, the time difference is an issue. We're over in Europe as well, and that was even more of an issue. But now that we're back here, it's only 3 hours difference from Australia, so really it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, the further you go around to the other side of the world, then yeah, you do actually have to do stuff in the middle of the night or super early when it's not pleasant, but you've got to do it.
So how are you finding clients, or are you going back to Australia and doing a bit of a sales run and then coming back? Like, how's that working out for you?
Sure. I do a bit of work on Upwork, but I also do email outs to companies that I prospect, and then also Facebook groups, so the digital nomad groups. I've got a few clients out of it that way. So what I did is I spent 2 weeks in this really nice accommodation in Cambodia. I did their website, I took some photos for them for 2 weeks free accommodation, and a few other small perks. So, you know, that sort of, and then it only took me 2 or 3 days to do the website and the photos, so I had a week there to do work for other people. So it's really, I mean, there's plenty of ways to do it. It's just, you just got to hustle and get out there and put your name and contact people.
So is the name of the game just to get enough money to get by, to live this nomadic life and enjoy life and have some serious balance, you know, work-life balance, and just do that for, you know, the foreseeable future?
Sure.
Or has that been the journey, and more so than making piles of money and right now?
Yeah. Making piles of money isn't really interesting to me, but I do realise that in the future, when you can't work or something like that, then you're going to need a bit of money. So the aim of the game is to live on a nice income now, but also in the future start saving some more money for the future down the track. So yeah, I'm not here to make piles of money. It doesn't interest me. I've done that in the past, and you're no happier than you are when you're earning enough to just have a nice cruisy life. And that's the key. I learned that, and I'm lucky I learned that a few years ago. And all that money gave me was a pile of gear that I ended up selling anyway, because I didn't really need it. I just had the money, so I bought it. And that's why I live on it with 20 litres of gear on the front, 20 litres on the back, and a 40 litre backpack. And that's all I have in life right now. That and my bike. And trust me, it's you can be just as happy with that, and a lot easier with that than having a house full of junk, which I've had.
Fantastic message there, Kyle. Thanks very much for your time, mate. It's great to meet a fellow Aussie. And keep watching, guys. It's day 1 of the Nomad Summit and day 4 of Beach City Asia launch. So keep watching. Plenty more interviews coming to you live on facebook.com/Beach City Life, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Just search for Beach City. Cheers.